My wife told me once that men can't talk on the phone unless they're recording it and calling it a podcast, which I think is true.
Yeah, we've had one phone conversation. It was a beautiful phone conversation. One of my most memorable phone conversations of all time. Don't ask me what we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, you called me, tears in your eyes, big phone call. You said, "Sir."
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I don't remember. I remember that phone call happening. I don't remember
I think we were
anything
talking
of.
about life and stuff. I don't think we were talking about football or baseball or, God forbid, basketball.
That's probably what I don't remember, honestly.
He clobbers it to deep left field. Going.
All of the lights on the 49ers side of the Superdome are
3-2 for the winner.
Flowers, he dives. The ball came out. It's recovered by Kansas City. It's caught. Marquette Bryant.
Hello, and welcome to another podcast. I'm so glad you're here. You know, I looked around at the media landscape and decided there just aren't enough podcasts out there, especially ones made by guys like me, you know? So that's what this is. You probably have some questions like, who are you? Or what do you like? Or who asked for this? And I'll get to those questions right now. I'm Derek. I like sports, don't care who knows. And nobody asked for this. No one, literally no one. But I'm doing it anyway. That's it. That's what's happening. This show is going to be just an outlet for me to talk about what I talk about all the time anyway. I'll bring in some of my friends who are into sports, or maybe we'll talk about movies or music or something else that I like. So yeah, that's the plan. It's going to be kind of a free-form conversation about sports or whatever comes up. And I'm going to be talking to my friends, hopefully some other people, maybe some famous people, maybe some celebrities, maybe presidential candidates, since it seems like white male podcasters have to do that now. It's like contractually obligated. It may even be in the Constitution. I'll have to check. I am so excited about my first guest. It is a really good friend of mine, Alec Pulianas. He's the creator of AMP Creative Studios. He's a lifelong Baltimoreite. I'm going to look it up. It is Baltimorean. Oh, and apparently Baltimoreese. Baltimoreese is apparently also acceptable, and that's what I'm going to go with. So Alec Pulianas, lifelong Baltimoreese, and he is one of the biggest Ravens fans that I know, has season tickets, is at almost every home game. It's just a good conversation. You should just listen to it. Just listen to it and let me know what you think. How about that? Can we do that? Can you just listen to it? Can you please just listen to it? Please? Am I talking too long? Is this intro too long? Probably. Is anybody going to listen? Is anybody going to care? Will anybody like this? Will anybody like me? Am I just going to keep striving to get people to listen and like me for the rest of time? Is that what I'm destined to do? You know, I look out at the landscape and I see entertainers that they don't outwardly care what other people think, but you know inwardly that is what drives them. Grasping for the one thing that you can't buy. And that's human attention and affection and love. So anyway, enjoy the show. Yeah, let's get to it.
Once upon a time, I was a child and we had access to like ESPN, so I'd watch it. I was one of those people that would watch SportsCenter on repeat because they had nothing better to do with their life. You know, we've seen this episode already. They run it for like multiple times.
Right.
You know, grew up in Baltimore, so like did the Baltimore things of following the Orioles and following the Ravens. I remember like, you know, seeing Cal Ripken. I remember 21-31. You know, that was really cool growing up in that era. And then the Orioles were bad for a really long time, and like baseball used to be kind of unwatchable. But now it's like so much better. Like it's crazy to me how the sport went from basically unwatchable to very engaging with just like a few small tweaks. And it kind of kills me a little bit that so many people talk negatively about baseball now, because I'm like, I feel like you're talking about the baseball of like yesteryear, but like current baseball, like it moves. Like you can't take out the recycling without missing the go ahead triple.
Yeah, it went through a dark
like,
period there. Like between the steroid era and like a couple years ago when they made all the changes.
The steroid era was great though. As a kid, I was like, Barry Bonds is hitting 73
Yeah.
home
No, the
runs or whatever
steroid
it
era was awesome. Like, let's bring
I mean,
back
it's one of the best things that ever happened to baseball.
It's the best thing that ever happened
Yeah,
to baseball.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, they took all of that out, and then nobody could watch baseball for 2 decades, and then they made all these changes to make the game move at the pace that a sport normally moves, and now it's watchable again. I was really skeptical because, you know, I grew up playing baseball. Baseball's like, I don't know, there's something like kind of sacred about it. So anytime there are big rules changes, it's going to have a little bit of resistance. But honestly, I think I was wrong about the pitch clock. I think the pitch clock's great. I think I'm still kind of I don't like the not allowing shifts still. I'm still a little,
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
and I don't love the extra innings rules, but
Oh, I really like the extra inning rules. That's interesting. Like, I get that you don't get like insane, like we're in the 16th inning, hon.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the imbalance of being the home team, right?
Right.
And you know what you
That's
need
what
to
I don't
score.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, I guess like that's the ultimate home field advantage. And like, you know, the classic Boomer thing is like, you shouldn't have let it got to extra innings. You should have just
That's
won
right. Yeah.
in the regular innings.
Just score more runs in the 9 innings, and then you don't have to worry about it. One of the things I was going to talk to you about, I was going to talk about kind of your maybe worst sports memory, like a sports memory that like hurts if you think about it, or like a really low moment in sports.
There's a couple, right? Like 19 was terrible. The offense was on fire, and then just people got hurt in the last games. Mark Andrews and Ingram were hurt.
You're talking about the Ravens in 2019.
The Ravens, yeah, and then they lost in 19, where it felt like, you know, Super Bowl was like right there.
Is it the Titans in the playoffs? Is that?
Yeah, it was
they lose
Titans
the
game.
Titans in the playoffs.
It was
Derrick
like, and
Henry.
the thing that's interesting about me watching that game is, for reasons unclear, we had to like go on vacation around that time. So, we were actually in Orlando, and it was like one of the cooler watching experiences. There was a huge like Ravens flock gathering in Orlando at this like bowling alley. It was really weird, but like it was like a bowling alley, but like a huge bar area. So we were in this huge bar area. You couldn't find a seat. There was like a bazillion Ravens fans there. It was really cool. And then of course, like, you know, they fall to a very early deficit.
Yeah.
And at the time though, I was optimistic, and I was like, oh, like they can score points at will. They can come back, and they almost did. I felt like if there was one more quarter, you know, like maybe they could have came out ahead. But, you know, similar to the extra innings, like if you just got it done in the 4 quarters they allotted you.
Right.
But anyways, you know, in the turnover differential, that was the beginning of the Lamar era turnover differential really crushing us in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're just, that was tough. That was tough to watch because I actually had, this is like so dorky, but I had like my iPad with me, and I had a microphone, and I was going to record people's reactions throughout the game to like make this like man the field. Yeah. But like,
and it was going to be
off.
positive. It was going to
It was going to be great.
Right?
I mean, obviously we're going to win.
It was going to be a party.
And then of course, like to add insult to injury, like that day or 2 days before was the announcement that Neil Peart died of Rush, which is like, you know, like my favorite band and like favorite drummer or whatever. So like that really hurt. So it was all that sadness, and then like we went to Disney World, and it was like a little bit better, right?
So you did the thing that like Super Bowl winning quarterbacks say they're going to do. You lost in the playoffs in a huge upset, and then you're going to Disney World. That's amazing.
19 was hard because it was we were so good, and it just felt like we were taking the league by storm. But frankly, you know, every loss with Lamar actually healthy has been pretty brutal. I mean, the AFC Championship game at home against the Chiefs, I was like, this is where we get them.
And you were there, right?
I was there. Yeah.
It
was one of those things where like, you know, there was a Zay fumble. Like it just felt like it was right there, and stuff happened, right?
Yeah.
And the Bills game was super frustrating from the aspect of there's a couple actually, it's kind of the same story both times. Against the Chiefs, everyone was like, they can run the ball on them. And then they just like got down early. They scored 2 touchdowns in a row. Then the defense clamped down. But they were like, oh, we're down by 2 touchdowns. We must pass. And like they just abandoned the run game. And we're like, why did you only run 8 times or whatever it was against the Chiefs? Like we felt like that was the advantage. Similarly, against the Bills, everyone's like, they're too small. They can run all over them. And like they did to an extent, but because of the field conditions and stuff, they just like, I don't know. It was just it was a weird game. It was a sloppy game. There were fumbles. And it was just tough.
And it
Obviously,
ended with
the thing.
Yeah, the 2-point conversion thing was rough.
That was pretty brutal.
So yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about kind of painful sports memories. What were some good ones? Let's talk more positively. Like,
I mean, winning the Super Bowl, baby. Come on, 2012. Ray's last ride. Are you kidding me? That was amazing.
How old were you for that one?
How old was I? I think I was 20, right? Yeah, it was in my year 20. I was about to be 21, but I wasn't quite there yet. I was 20. I was definitely drinking. Statute of limitations.
Is that
right?
in the statute of limitations? Yeah.
I think so. So like it was one of those things. I was at a family member's house. We were watching it downstairs in their basement, and it was this weird thing where like I got there and I was nervous because it's the Super Bowl day. I want the team to win, and if you recall, they got to a quick. They got up quickly.
Yeah.
So tension was released, and I felt very good. And then the halftime happened, and Beyonce turned off the power. So there was a loss of momentum because as we all know, momentum is real. Well, the spreadsheets can tell you whatever they want to tell you. But, so the momentum was lost, and it swung the other way. And I said to myself, and I said to everyone there, I said, when I was drinking rums and cokes, rum and cokes to smooth out my anxiety, we were doing fine. So from here on out, every drive I will have a rum and coke.
That's a dangerous superstition.
And I did that because I needed to will the team to victory. And as we all know, they did win. So therefore, you're welcome. So that was my contribution. I'm still waiting for my Super Bowl ring. One thing I wanted to talk about, you were asking me about like my favorite things. I always talk about the box set. So like I have this big belief in like the box set principle that you want to have the best box set when your team wins the Super Bowl, like because they'll sell the Blu-ray, of all
Right.
the games, and you want the good box set. So I always want like tough teams or like teams with storylines, right? So last year it was like, I guess we have to play the Steelers, right? I guess we have to play the Steelers, or we could play the Chargers. Like that would be interesting too, another hardball situation. And then of course you have to play the Bills, and of course you have to play the Chiefs, and then like you probably play the Eagles, in the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah,
that would be the best box set, or like the Lions. I like the Lions too. But the thing that's funny is that the Eagles, that was one of the biggest L's of the season for the Ravens, where they actually felt like they lost and they didn't just like beat themselves. So I would have been nervous in that scenario. I mean, that was a really good team. It still is a good team, right?
I mean, they won the Super Bowl.
They deserved it. They deserved it for sure.
Yeah. I'm looking. I mean, it's an interesting concept. I don't think I've heard you talk about that. I have a really good one to run by you. I know you don't follow basketball quite as closely, but the 2012 Dallas Mavericks, they beat Portland in the first round. They had like LaMarcus Aldridge and Brandon Roy. Pretty good team, but like nothing too special. Actually, Brandon Roy wasn't there, but after that they went at the Lakers, knocked out Kobe, swept them. Then they played Oklahoma City, who had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Beat them in 5 games. And then they played in the finals the Heat, who had LeBron James. It was the first year of LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade, who they went on to win the next 2 after that. But I feel like that's like one of the best box sets of any team going through to win a championship. I mean, they beat so many Hall of Fame players on their way there.
Yeah, it does feel like a good box set. I wonder how they do that. That feels like many boxes in that set. It'd be really profound. It'd be almost like the Lord of the Rings, or the
the extended edition.
There's a lot of games there, right?
Well, that's the thing about the NBA, right? Like like the playoffs start in April, and like they started like mid-April is when the playoffs started. We're sitting here recording on June 5th.
Today.
We're starting the finals today. Like it's the NBA playoffs are unlike any other sport in that way. I mean, I guess hockey's the same.
Well, it's also the only part of the NBA season that matters, as we all know.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like, I'm a big shorten the season guy for the NBA. It's just too...
Yeah, it's a real shame, isn't it? Yeah,
it's too many games.
It's a tough scene. Like, it's too many games. Like, it's just like a longer runway for people to get injured. And, I mean, you can make the same comment about baseball. 162 games, that's a lot.
Yeah, baseball's a little different to me just because, like, I think it's important that baseball is kind of an everyday activity just because it's kind of just something you can go hang out in
culturally,
a park
it's important
and watch. Yeah. I think I mean, there's nothing better than just.
It's culturally important, and also like it according to the players, like they think that that's like the unspoken athleticism of the game, right? Is the grind of like you have to play every day. Basically, you get so few days off. You're always performing, particularly for those guys that play almost every game. Like it's crazy. Like if you think about it in that way, there's like that Iron Man mentality and things of that nature. Where I think, like that's like a part of the game that's like not really spoken about. I don't know how true that is about basketball. It just feels like there's a lot of games. There's rest. Sometimes they rest during the game,
and then you tack on like if a team wins the championship, like the Thunder are going to end up playing over 100 games this year. Same with the Pacers. I mean, the Celtics, they were last year's champion, and they got into the playoffs this year, and they kind of broke down. And then, Tatum tears his Achilles. Like, you have to wonder
if so heartbreaking.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah. And you have to wonder, like, I mean, the guy had played like 180 basketball games, and then even if you go back further than that, the Olympics were right before the previous season. So like, didn't even get a break from the previous season to the Olympics to that. So yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting question with all of the sports. I mean, football's talking about moving to an 18-game season. It's just interesting, like where you draw the line in terms of like putting a good product out there for every game versus the money, getting
I could buy the 18-game
season
being okay, right?
Now that we're at 17, like, of course, I mean they
show went to 18 from the get-go, right? Our numbers are for birds, unless it's a 5.
It's horrible.
We love a 5.
I hate it. Yeah, no, I hate that the 500 season is now just not a thing. Like that for these few awkward years between 16 and 18 games. 9 and 8 is just 10 and 7 is the ugliest like record a team can have. It's
pretty ugly.
It's horrible. 7 and 10,
and similarly, like I almost rather be 9 and 8 than 10 and 7. Like aesthetically,
I think I agree with that.
I don't know. 10 and 7 just kind of bugs me too.
And it's probably just the thing where I grew up with it, right? Like and like seeing standings and seeing like you go 12 and 4, like that's like a really solid season. Seeing those numbers together, if you're a football fan for that many years, is like it has like meaning behind it. And now it's like, what is 7 and 10?
Yeah, it's absurd that you're 11 and 6, right? Like it just
11 and 6 is horrible. Like it's so bad. Yeah.
Because 6 was like the maximum amount of losses you could have and like reasonably think that you could still make the playoffs, right? But now, 11 and 6, you're probably all right. And 7 is
winning
gross.
Your division.
7 is gross.
Yeah, no 7-loss team should be having a home playoff game.
Yeah, they should look into it powerfully. There should be an executive order about this, honestly.
But and then now let me sit here and think for a second what an 18-game record will be like. 10 and 8.
Gross.
It's kind of worse. It's kind of worse. We're going the wrong direction. 11 and 7. A team is going to go 11 and 7, and we're supposed to just be like, yeah, that's real. Put that in the historical record.
The NFL. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but like I find it fascinating. And I don't think any other team sport league can do this because their season is not short enough to really derive this kind of value. But the NFL like intentionally makes the best teams play the best teams at the beginning of the year, right? And they have the divisional games at the end to make it like a slog the whole way for all these teams and make the playoff race like really intense. And it's calculated. Like every year whenever we play the Chiefs, I'm like, it's going to be the first 4 games, almost guaranteed. Which is frustrating because like you want that game to be a playoff meaning game. Like it's so early in the season, like anything can happen, but it does matter a lot. I mean, when the Ravens lost week 1 against the Chiefs, it was kind of like, well, the first seed might be gone because now you have to win 2 more games than them in order to, beat the tiebreaker. And that's a big ask because you just like lost one of the biggest game that they could have lost. You felt like,
and
you wasted it.
It's 4 days before any other team has played a game.
You're already like, well, the second seed sounds
3 days. Yeah.
So it's funny how they set that up, and similar, like playing the Bills again this year.
And also, like the teams that you play every year in the NFL, again, because the season's shorter, it's based off how you did the previous season, which is not the case.
Yeah.
And the other
and it's
sports,
also determined,
everyone plays
right?
everyone.
Like you can look, like I can look right now and say, okay, unless like one of those like the week 17 game that's freaky, like we will not play the Bears at home for another 8 years, and I'm a little ticked that I might miss that game, like because I'm like, first of all, like the Bears look like they're going to be a good team this year or whatever, and second of all, like it's a very it's cool. It's unique to have that team around. Similarly, like we're playing in Green Bay this year.
Yeah.
We're playing in Green Bay this year, and it's at the end of the year, right around Christmas. So me and Peter were both bummed because we had talked 8 years ago how maybe this year we could go to that game, and now we're like, well, 8 years from now we'll definitely be able to go.
Yeah.
Kids will be older. Or like surely 8 years from now it'll be fine, right?
Yeah,
I do wonder democracy. Like I mean, everything will be fine.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, football will.
We'll have
exist
football
in a country called the United States of America.
We'll have
That
brain
will
trauma.
happen.
Like, we'll have things. We'll have, we'll have all the things we cherish.
It might be flag football, but that's okay. But I wonder. They probably talked about this. What the like formula would be for the extra game? Would it be another conference game or?
You know, it'd be really cool, and I don't think they would do it because, it kind of ruins the competitiveness. It's not formulaic. They love formulas, right?
Yeah.
But it'd be really cool if they had like a rivals series, in the NFC, where maybe you don't play the same one every year, but they like try to pitch you against ones that have had good matchups. Like for instance, Ravens Eagles would be fun to have more often.
Yeah,
they're close to each other geography wise. They have similar fan bases, and things of that nature. Like I think they could make that really fun, but it kind of goes against the ethos of like, we will extract the most parity possible out of the schedule. You will play the other division that you're not playing this year's equal seeded team,
Yeah. Which I love that about how the NFL does their schedule. I think it's really smart. There's never like a downtime. Like the Super Bowl was in February, and they don't let you not think about football from February until like at least May, because you go straight from
right now is like the downtime.
Right now is like
but OTAs are happening.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend who he covers the Commanders, and he described it as like the summer break. Like this is like the first break he has had since August of last year, because you go especially with the Commanders, they've had a really kind of busy offseason, but you go straight from the Super Bowl, then you get into draft talk, you get into free agency talk in March, draft talk April, you go into and then they take the schedule release and they make that a television and social media like appointment viewing event, which is I think the like prime example of how genius the NFL is and how they're able to kind of just get eyeballs for literally anything.
Yeah. The wife nearly left me when I wanted to watch the Severance schedule release of the Ravens. Like, I mean, she was halfway out the door.
But like, I mean, seriously though, think about how ridiculous this is. Like, we already know the second the regular season ends, all 17 matchups for every NFL team. We already know it. Like it is set in stone, and yet they make an event out of like how we're going to put these in the calendar, what time they're going to be and where they're going to be. Like we're talking about brunch, like we're scheduling brunch with our friends, and we're going to have people come watch it and watch us schedule all the days and times that we're going to go do this thing. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It kills me that it's like leaked over the course of a week as well.
That's
like that's the other part. That's the part that truly kills me.
Well,
right?
Yeah, it's like, who's that for? Like who is the leaking for?
It's like, were you wondering who was going to play Monday Night Football in the middle of November? Because I was, and here's the answer.
Yeah, like the only
it's like the most stupid games.
We get like we get like three pieces of new information. We get the exact order that they're going to play in, right? We get the in the primetime games and all that. We get the international games, which I would argue is probably the most interesting part, like knowing which teams are going to go play in Brazil or Spain or wherever, the imperialism of the NFL is reaching this year. And then the last thing is the bye weeks. And like as a fantasy football player, the bye weeks is like the main thing I care about. That's it. Like everything else is known going into it, and they turn it into like all of the teams now have like their own, like they try to outdo each other with their social media videos. It gets tons of traffic from people who don't even care, like people who in October won't know what their team's record is, or like who is their starting running back now, or like any of that stuff, will engage with the schedule release. And I just think that is brilliant, and I think it's a perfect example of like why the NFL is more successful than the other leagues.
Yeah, I mean they are a marketing machine, man.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
and I applaud them.
Yeah,
I'm a member of that. I contribute to it, like I also am like very interested when they play, because I'm like, if I'm going to be going to a decent amount of these games, like I want to know when I'm not available.
That's true.
And that's when the Bills game or when the Bears game came out, and I looked at it, I was like, damn it. I was really hoping that'd be an away week.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see how it all plays out. But
Yeah, and that's not to say the NFL
Yeah.
doesn't have its problems, which we could definitely get into, and kind of the exploitive nature of some of the stuff they do. But like, the fact that is the fact they're able to take this like extremely violent game and turn it into a multi-billion-dollar like entertainment just work of genius is really something that blows my mind anytime I think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna do one more thing, and then I will let you go enjoy your birthday. I just want to try something out here, a little like
This is the most
trivia.
enjoyable thing I've done all day, but I appreciate
Well, that's
the
great.
idea that
I love.
I
to
appreciate
hear
the idea, the notion that it might go up from here, but it's going to go down. It's going to go down powerfully. We know this, but take away the moment of joy on my birthday. Sure. What's the last thing, Derek?
Oh, we could keep going. As
we know, we have to do a podcast in order to talk to one another. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I won't get to talk to you.
Well,
You're going to ghost me. You'll
That's
leave me. I might have you as a pinned text message, but it doesn't matter to you. You'll just ignore me.
We could talk about this offline, okay? But
Okay.
no, it's interesting because this may never publish. This may just be a conversation we had that I recorded.
I am kind of
for
hoping it never
some
publishes,
reason.
but whatever you want to do.
But or it may publish.
Yeah, for general consumption.
Yeah.
So that
We'll
when
see.
I go to the grocery store, I can't just be a normal human anymore because I was on your podcast, right?
Right,
And then
right.
and then I get stopped, tears in their eyes. They're like, you were on Derek's podcast.
We have to start having like really hard opinions on like really important stuff, and then we have to like endorse a political candidate and have them on our show.
Yeah, you have to
then
do a
we have
post
to-
like Taylor Swift did,
Yeah.
and be like, I support democracy,
Right.
And then she
Right.
gets canceled,
Or you don't. Whatever.
Or you don't.
Yeah. That apparently is an option for podcasters, but we're just asking questions. So, but anyway, so about vaccines. No, I wanted to.
about
Hey, it's Derek. I got a cat. If you didn't know already, I just wanted to let you know that there is a video version of the show. So if you're doing just the audio version, you're not seeing me wearing a football helmet holding a cat right now. If you want the video version, it might be available within your app, or you might have to switch over to YouTube, or you can just keep listening. I think, did a pretty good job of making it audio palatable as well. All right, back to the show. I wanted to I've been playing this game every day. It's kind of, it's like analogous to the games that are on like New York Times or whatever, and I'll just show you like this is an offensive lineup, and it's the jersey number of each player. So we got quarterback one. I don't mean to brag, but I kind of knew this one instantly. Not to put you on the spot, but this is a current roster of a team, and I want you to tell me quarterback number 5.
It's a current roster.
It is a current roster.
It's what do you call it? It's the Falcons, right?
Oh, Falcons. Let's see. Here it goes. No, not the Falcons. We got 3 guesses.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's be a little bit more calculated. Is it
Quarterback number 5, wide receiver number 17.
Yeah.
We can have a whole discussion about jersey numbers. I know we both know people that are absolutely disgusted by running backs wearing number 8.
Yeah, it is pretty disgusting. Well, okay, so running backs were number 8. It's Aaron Jones, right? It's one of them. I don't know if you can confirm or deny this.
Or you're Josh Jacobs. You're mixing up Packer running backs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, okay, like numbers that are like calling out my name, right? 17 is a very interesting number. That's Malik Neighbors' number, if I recall correctly.
That sounds
It's
right.
also Devonta Adams' number.
It is Devontae Adams' number. You are correct.
I can't remember what our boy Nakua wears.
I think he's changing his number.
Yeah, I think so
He
too.
was
Wasn't he
17.
12?
He's changing it because
Wait,
of Devontae Adams. He's changing it to 12.
Oh, okay.
I think it was 12.
So 1 is a classic. That's Chase, right?
Or Chase, yeah. This is the wide receiver 2, though.
Is that's
a throwback.
85's T.
Oh, yeah, he is 85. No, he's 5.
Well,
I think he was
interesting.
85.
Yeah.
I think he's
Oh,
came in the
wait,
league as
you're-
85, and then he switched to 5.
This is what makes it so difficult, Derek. Because everyone changes their numbers.
All right, it's an NFC team. That is
Yeah.
your hint.
Okay. Who wears 8? See, that's why I felt really good about the Falcons, by the way. I'm really sad it wasn't the Falcons.
What number is Michael Penix? I actually don't know. Is he?
I think it's 5.
Is
or
he
maybe
5?
6. I don't know.
Oh, this quarterback.
And then one is London. Is it? I feel like it might be the Giants based on
Giants.
our previous conversation.
What number is Russell? Is Russell wearing 3? I think he's wearing 3. But you're very close with the Giants. You're very close with the Giants. It is a rival of the Giants. And a quarterback last year that blew everyone away. They had a crazy season. They are close to me geographically. And only geographically.
I guess it's the Commanders.
It is the Washington Commanders. Yeah, we got Jaden Daniels, number 5, Terry McLaurin, number 17.
You helped me too much there, though. I don't appreciate that.
Sorry,
it's okay.
It was. I could have just let you think. But
yeah, I guess
that
8
wasn't. Yeah, Brian Robinson, like not a like.
But like, see, that's the thing. He didn't always wear 8. You know, he used to have a real number. Oh,
well,
okay.
maybe he did. I don't know. He's worn 8 the last season or 2. Number 1. This is where I was confused. It's Debo Samuel.
Yeah, it's Debo. See,
And
that's the hard part. Is like you're asking me about a lineup that doesn't actually exist yet.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I haven't
That's
seen all
true.
these new numbers yet. I don't know what people wear. Again, I'm not that plugged into the social media posts. So be like, oh, just so you know, like we're changing our number because of course we are, right? We can't just sell the jersey in your
This
rookie
was
year
supposed
and
to
be
be
happy.
fun, man. This is supposed to be fun. Who's 85? Is that Noah Brown? Are they saying Noah Brown is the wide receiver 85 on the Commanders?
I mean, that Diami maybe. No, Diami's gone.
Diami's gone. 85 is Noah Brown. So I guess Noah Brown's the wide receiver 3 for the Commanders. That's interesting. And then we got Zach Ertz, I think, at tight end.
Yep.
Anyway, I thought
And
that
then
was
the line,
fun.
like who knows, right?
They also have a Wordle game that I think's fun. Just name an NFL player.
Rashad Bateman.
That's a good one. Rashad Bateman. All right. So this is telling us that they're in the AFC, and we don't know what this is, but you nailed it with the 17. What's something that Rashad Bateman may have had 17 of?
It could be his total touchdowns.
Like for his career?
I think so. He's been injured a lot.
It's not a wide receiver.
So
Maybe we'll go. Let's go. Marion Hampton. Oh, he's not on here. Let's go Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas. All right. So 17 again. Is that his number? Is that Bateman's number? What? No, he's 7.
No. Yeah.
All right. So
I don't know what
south,
this is.
East.
Go Neighbors.
Oh wait, I did another wide receiver. It's definitely not a wide receiver.
Yeah. Running back. So
East. I'm gonna go Brees Hall.
Oh,
let's see.
Oh no.
What were you gonna say?
AFC North.
I'm gonna go Brees Hall.
Sure.
No. All right. So it's definitely.
Brees Hall's
we definitely know.
that.
We know it's AFC West. 16. What is this? I'm really. We know it's AFC West. We know it's
I don't know
not.
what this mystery column is. It's really throwing me off.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go
Justin Herbert, maybe.
It's not running back.
It's not running back. It's not wide
go
receiver.
Herbert, yeah.
All right. 17 again.
So not okay. So tight end. Oh, is it? Go ahead and do Kelsey. All right.
He is a tight end. It's either a Raider. Is it? 2024 games. Okay, so they played 17 games in 2024. Is it Brock Bowers?
Yeah, feels good.
Hey, we did it.
Nice.
That was kind of fun, right?
I did enjoy that, actually. I'm going to play this right now. So it's on Dynasty Daddy.
It's on Dynasty Daddy. I'm not sponsored or anything by Dynasty Daddy, but I feel like I talk about Dynasty Daddy
reach out to them. You can
constantly.
get a t-shirt.
I actually have. Not about this, but I have actually talked to the dude that runs it. It's like one guy that runs all this stuff. He has like lots of like great Dynasty tools and some really fun games. So I guess now I'm plugging it. This is like a full plug now.
Yeah, I mean, we're endorsed.
Dynasty-Dotty.com. Dotty, I can't talk. We're done. This, I think I've hit my limit of words for today. But
yeah, for sure. The words are full.
Yeah, is there anything? Do you have anything to plug these days? No. Sadly, one winning pod is doors are
deceased.
shut. Doge came in and shut down one winning pod.
They did. It was the epitome of government waste.
But you can go back and listen to all of the archival stuff, right? Like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I mean, not really. I don't really do much online anymore. If you want to find me, you find me on Discord. Same username is everywhere. That's kind of where I'm at these days. I don't really post anymore online. People ask me, they're like, "Don't you have a kid that you want to post about? Don't you have like things that you want to post about?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure," but like, I don't know. I just don't participate anymore. You know, if you want to find out about my life, you can just ask me. I'll gladly share. But
that's kind of where I am, and it creates like a weird tension because like everyone, and not I never want to sound like too like I'm better than you like when I talk about this, but it's just interesting like people like live it online and like expect you to know everything about their lives because they've posted about it. And it's like I don't look at it. I'm sorry.
It's
really like a weird wall.
I enjoy my friends' content, and I am kind of letting them down that I'm not giving them any content.
Yeah, it's pretty rich of the guy who now is doing a podcast just to talk about whatever I want to talk about, to be like, you shouldn't, everyone's posting too much of their stuff online. But I
have my own website that I feel like I should add to if I'm going to post. It's also like, the independent website, Pulianas.com. You can go follow my really old blog posts.
Yeah, go do that. Yeah. And if you want to know what Alec thought about week 7 of the 2021 NFL season for the Baltimore Ravens, I'm sure you can find published thoughts on that. He did a podcast for many years called One Winning Pod where they talked about week by week Ravens stuff. So if that interests you, go find it. Happy birthday, Alec. I hope
thank you.
I hope it's a good one. I hope it's the best one. Many are saying it's the best one.
I don't think it will be, but it has potential of being a decent one.
Of all the birthdays, it's one of them.
I
can
tell
tell
you. My favorite birthday was, by the way? I'll just tell
your favorite birthday.
My favorite birthday.
Let's hear that.
My favorite birthday was my 29th birthday.
Okay.
And it's because I was a best man in a wedding that day.
Oh, wow. That's actually really sweet. I thought this was going to go like
They threw me a really big birthday party with a bunch of people I didn't know, which was kind of weird, but I was happy about that for them.
And then they also decided to make their union legal that day. Like, very weird choice. Very weird choice.
Very strange. It was very hot for your birthday. Fainted. Yeah, people fainted. It was very hot. Yeah.
I guess that happens with a June birthday. I have a February birthday, so hypothermia is more of a risk than
more likely
than that. That's cool. My favorite birthday, you didn't ask, but I don't even know if it's my favorite birthday, but it ties into sports, and then that's ostensibly what the show is. But my 9th birthday, I remember it was like Steve McNair themed because he was number 9. So I had like I had like a little like Steve McNair thing on the cake, and like Steve McNair like Titans balloon with like a Steve McNair like player card, and very random. And then he became a Raven, and then we don't need to talk about what happened after that because it's very sad. And that,
it is,
folks, is a perfect sad note to end my conversation with Alec on. Thanks so much. Yeah, hopefully I can publish this and you can be embarrassed that it's out there.
That's fine. I'll allow it.
All right.
Take care, Derek.
Bye. And that's the episode. Thank you for making it to the end and listening. Thank you, Alec, for joining me. I had a lot of fun talking to you. He'll be back. Don't worry. I don't know why you'd be worried, but if you were, he will be back. Alec, if you're listening, you might have been worried. You'll be back. Don't worry. I guess I say don't worry at the end of sentences when I don't even realize I'm doing it. That's what you learn about yourself when you record yourself, is that you just say things for no reason. If you liked the show, let me know. You can find a way to let me know, and subscribe, do all that stuff. And that would be awesome if you did that. If you didn't like the show, keep that to yourself. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know you didn't like a thing. That's a little secret. So yeah, be nice to people, subscribe, listen to some good music today. Touch grass is a thing people say. I'm a little allergic to grass, so touching it makes me very itchy, but I get the sentiment. All right, I get the sentiment. Have a good one, and I will see you next time.